Alright guys, welcome back. We just took a little break. We're back. Yes. We're gonna do the middle two booster packs.
There you go, sir.
Alright, thank you.
Which one are you opening?
I'm going to open.
So we haven't pulled any super rares, any chases or anything like that.
Nope.
Everything has been straight rares for 4 packs now.
Alright.
Who's opening first?
Let's give the people a little game. Let's rock, paper, scissors forward.
Okay, rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Boom.
Okay.
That's me. All right.
Don't worry, he cheats. That's why you win. Don't worry, guys.
I cheated at rock, paper, scissors. A split second reaction.
Yeah.
All right. So here we go, everybody. Booster. Oh. Yes.
You can't do that.
Oh, I can. Corey is going to love this one because he already mentioned this character before. Ace. And Ace is a super rare, baby.
Let's go.
And that's a good one. It is a good one. Good job, Tony.
I see we got a Joker.
Yeah.
Another Waller.
And that's actually a different one. That's a common.
Oh, okay.
That's the younger Waller.
Wasn't no, mind you, we talked about it earlier. I never really watched Unlimited because I wasn't ever really a fan of it. But wasn't there that episode with Ace that was like one people stuck because it was like really sad?
Yes, that's the one.
She was I don't want to. I'm spoiling it. Screw that. The show's old.
I'll tell you right now, the show Justice League Unlimited made a lot of new DC Comics fans, man.
Yeah, it did.
People who were really not into
Vixen?
That is Vixen.
Yeah, wasn't she like dying in the episode?
I will go into it when we get to her.
Okay.
It is a great episode. It is the episode called Epilogue, if you ever want to see it. But we're gonna do Ace last because she's our super rare.
Of course.
That's how we do around here.
I'm really happy that we got that. I'm gonna start with Joker because Joker is everybody's favorite villain.
Oh yeah.
I gotta go Scarecrow, man. Love Scarecrow.
Good, I love it. You're original. All these posers.
I'm a Joker fan all the way.
Okay, so this Joker, I'll tell you one thing. This Joker is the type of, you want to play multiple of him because he has a special ability that encourages that. So his trait, time bombs on the strip. During force construction, you may add 2 Justice League number 10, the Joker, to your starting force on the click 1 that appears after the orange KO click. Very important detail. They have a 0-point value for all effects, including scoring, but you don't have to reveal any of the Joker's point value until required. So I'll explain what that does. You get to play 3 Jokers. One of them is the real one, and the other 2 are fake. If you destroy the fake ones, nothing happens. But if you destroy the real one, then the 2 fake ones disappear. So that comes in handy because they all have a 10 attack, 2 damage. So the fake ones can still hurt you, but you won't know until you got the real one until you knock them out.
Can I see the card, please?
Sure.
Oh, his KOs are spread out kind of too. So you can even land on a section where he doesn't get KO'd.
That's the idea.
Any one of them is the real Joker, right?
Only one of them is the real one. The other 2 are not. There's a little more information on the rest of his dial. So on his first 2 clicks, he's got leap, climb, plasticity, sidestep, and stealth. That's 4 powers on a movement power. That is fantastic. His defense power is stop. Boom. When this click is first revealed, deal 1 penetrating damage to all adjacent characters, then KO the Joker. So that's if you got one of the fake Jokers. Now he has this ability called shape change. Oops, I did it again. So when the Joker uses shape change and succeeds, after resolutions, you may generate within range and line of fire 1 number 10, the Joker, on the click number 1 that appears after the KO.
I love
So he generates more fake Jokers. They did this already with the Loki. There's a Loki on the Mighty Thor set that would generate more Lokis every time you were successful in a shape change. This Joker does the same thing. Oh, but I noticed something different about this one. The difference is, even if you KO the real one, the fake ones may still be on the field. So that is a difference. I didn't notice that difference. That is a big difference. So here's how it works. You pay 50 points to play them, an extra 20 to get 2 free ones. So you pay 70 points to get your 3 Jokers. The original Joker has 4 clicks, but the other 2 only have 2 clicks. Once you get to the 3rd click with the fake Joker, you get a dial that says boom. Once it lands on the boom, that Joker explodes and deals 1 penetrating damage to all characters adjacent. The other 2 Jokers are still on the field. Now, if you can't knock him out and he's rolling his shape changes, he can keep generating more of these fake Jokers. You can flood the map with Jokers. He is only 50 points, 70 if you pay for the 2 free ones. Well, they're not free, but you know what I mean. And your opponent has no idea which one's the real one.
Great.
That is great,
That's so Joker-like. I love that.
He's good. So we're hoping to get a few more of him so we can take advantage.
We need 2 more.
Yeah, that would be
Get
perfect.
2 more, I would be happy. Otherwise, I'm going to have to eBay 2 more.
Maybe we can make some trades.
That's true.
All right. So the next we have the common Amanda Waller. So Amanda Waller, she's 3 clicks. She's got the mastermind because she is a mastermind. And she has a special damage power on her first 3 clicks. And she's only 3 clicks, so her first 3 are her only 3. But she has leadership, but she succeeds on a 4 through 6 instead of 5 through 6.
That's all I need to hear.
When she uses it and the roll is a 6, you can remove an action token from any friendly character of 100 points or less anywhere on the map. She has Project Cadmus and Suicide Squad. So she wants to be on a Suicide Squad team really bad. And she has a 5 range, 11 attack, and 2 damage. She can do penetrating psychic blast. Not bad.
There's some pretty big differences between her and the other one we pulled earlier.
Yes.
Well, this one also is a common, so.
Yeah.
But you know this falls into the conversation that we had. Commons nowadays are powerful, man. They can hang with the super rares from the golden age, is what we call it, right?
Yes.
Is that a term that you coined, or is that?
No, I didn't coin it. It's something I've heard from other players.
So you got golden age, and they also have silver age.
I don't remember which one's older. I think Silver Age.
Silver age is probably like the very, very first one.
I think those are maybe like flip-flopped, but I always call everything like that's not current Golden Age.
Okay.
But I think Golden Age, true Golden Age, are like the ones where you had to like have the ring and turn the dial that way.
And they had the colored rings, and they all looked alike.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Those are like almost none of those clicks hold up to today's, but a few of the really, really powerful ones maybe. But man, this game's been on for a while. So I really like this one. We have Vixen. She can move through hindering terrain unencumbered, and she has a Justice League Unlimited trait. But she also has this other trait called the Tantu Totem. So the Vixen, she has control of a power called the Red. And it's like a control with life force and all of the animals that exist in the world. And as a free action, she can choose a standard power printed on her card. And she can use that chosen power until your next turn. So every click, she has like different powers. And as a free action, if she's not on the click with that power, she can choose that power and use it for that turn. And she has an array of different powers. She has charge, flurry, leap, climb, plasticity, poison, quake, blades, super senses, combat reflexes, invulnerability, willpower, regen, exploit.
Common or uncommon?
She's a common. She's 75 points with 6 clicks. She's cool.
That's good, yeah.
Yeah, she's cool.
You see if it's common or uncommon.
I know by the color.
Oh,
So
okay.
if it's a clear like white color, it's common. But if you see like the green color, it's an uncommon.
Okay.
And if you see a silver color,
Mhm.
that's rare.
Okay.
And if it's gold, then it's super rare.
Okay.
And then if it's a bronze color, that is a chase, which is
Okay.
the highest
Like
rarity.
a reddish, right? It's like
Mhm.
a reddish color.
Like an orangish, yeah. This Vixen is good though.
Really all around kind of character with multiple different things like you mentioned. This would be a good thing to have on a team because this character alone has a phenomenal amount of variety to it.
And for those of you who didn't watch Justice League Unlimited, her and Green Lantern, they had a thing for a while.
John Stewart, Green Lantern.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Batman gave him a hard time about it because Batman knew that Jon Stewart always had a heart for Hawkgirl. And Batman gives him a hard time about it. He's like, "Oh, so you and Vixen?" He's like, "Yeah, we're very happy together." and then Batman's like, "If you say so." I just love the interactions in that show. They give each other so much sass, and it's really cool for what it is.
Which, by the way, the entire Justice League Unlimited is on the DC app.
Oh, that's cool.
So maybe I have to get into it at this point.
Yeah.
It'll be on HBO Max too.
Oh, that's perfect.
I feel like HBO Max is probably the better of the two.
Yeah, well, you don't get the comic books with HBO Max.
I have the app Comixology, so I kind of get them through there.
Perfect.
Next, we have Dr. Emil Hamilton. So Dr. Emil Hamilton, he actually appeared on the Superman cartoon series, but he also made appearances in Justice League Unlimited. He did some experiments on Supergirl, and he created Power Girl in the Justice League Unlimited. And in this, it says he has a trait called invented the anti-kryptonite suit. When a friendly character within 4 squares would be dealt penetrating damage, you can roll a d6. 4 through 6, that damage can be reduced instead. So he can make penetrating damage not happen, as long as it's a friendly character within 4 squares.
Good.
That is useful. He has Empower, so he can make a character's damage go up for close attacks.
Is Power Girl in the set?
I don't remember.
Oh.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I know she's a clone of Supergirl.
Mm-hmm.
That I did not know until now.
Well, in the comics, it's a little different. She's actually from Earth 2.
Right.
And she's like a different. But in the
okay.
show, they made her like a clone.
Okay.
And it stuck to some some variations of the comics.
Yeah.
That was actually a good variation.
Yeah.
He was trying to find a way to penetrate. I remember he was trying to find a way to penetrate her skin.
Mm-hmm.
He found it, and he was able to extract her DNA, and he created Power Girl, who then became good. She was his Power Girl was his actor for a while, then.
Mm-hmm. And I'm glad it worked out that way.
Yeah.
Here we are. So, Kree, if you're watching, buddy, this is for you, man. So, we have Ace. Now, Ace was in the episode Epilogue. Ace also appeared in another episode. She did have as big of a role, but Epilogue is the big one. Now, you're asking what happened there a little bit because you knew a little bit already.
I knew because just being on the internet, people posted like this is a very sad story. They posted the clip of like her and Batman on the swings and her asking him not to leave.
Okay, exactly. That's exactly what happened. So Ace, very powerful metahuman. She has the power to like warp reality with her mind and like very deadly character. Now she is like inside this building and she's kind of warped like reality. So it's like she's outside and she's on this swing set because she's still a child.
Okay, I see where this is going.
This story is being told by Amanda Waller to Terry McGinnis. And it's one of the things that made Amanda Waller respect Batman even more than he was already respected. So like there's this giant like force, the SWAT team, and they're like, all right, we can't get in there because she's too powerful and she'll just kill us all. And Batman's like, all right, I'll go in there. So Batman goes in there really quietly. And before he goes in there, they hand him this weapon to neutralize her mind so she can't use her warping reality abilities. and it's actually like supposed to kill her, I think. So he goes in there with the thing, and she can read his thoughts. And Amanda Waller already warned her that, warned Batman, she doesn't have much time left, but you handle this however you can. So Batman goes in, and she's like, so you're gonna try to use that on me, aren't you? He doesn't say anything, and then she says, I don't have much time left, do I? And Batman's like, no, you don't. And then he says, you were never going to use that on me, were you? And he says, no, I wasn't. And he destroys the controller. And then she starts crying, like just tears coming down her face. And she says, I'm scared. And then Batman says, I know. And she says, will you stay with me? And he says, yes. And he puts his hand out and he just holds her hand. And then it goes to another scene where he's carrying her dead body. So he could have just took her out like that, like any villain, but Batman knows the type of force necessary for each situation. And just thinking about that just makes me emotional. Like it's such I love that scene. And her traits actually kind of talk about it. So her first trait says, Batman must talk her out of her final psychic backlash. When Ace is KO'd by an opponent's close attack, deal 1 unavoidable damage to that character. When Ace is KO'd by an opponent's range attack, deal 1 unavoidable damage to each opposing character. So you have to make a choice when you KO her. You have to KO her with one character up close, and then only that character will take the unavoidable damage. Or if you try to KO her from range, then all of your characters will take 1 unavoidable damage. So you can either take her out and then everybody takes damage, or you have one guy come in and take 1 for the team like Batman did. Really cool. And then her other trait. This is the thing that makes her really good. Shape change, probability control. Other characters, friendly and opposing, can't use probability control except for theme team probability control. So she shuts down everybody's probability control unless they're using it with a theme team, which is another thing that you can do in this game. But shutting down any powers without any sort of range or whatever is insanely good.
Yeah.
And then she has a little a movement power. It says drive you insane, mind control. When Ace uses it after resolutions, give a character an insanity token. When a character with an insanity token attacks, you modify their attack by -2, and then you remove one of their insanity tokens. If they missed all targets with that attack, you deal them 1 unavoidable damage. So she can give a character an insanity token, and if that character with the insanity token misses their attack, they will take 1 unavoidable damage. Unavoidable damage is the most powerful damage in the game. You can't avoid it. You can't reduce it. You have to take it.
Wow. That one character right there kind of set this whole pack. It was probably one of the best packs we've opened up tonight.
Absolutely. Oh, man. She's so good. Got me all emotional thinking about old Ace.
Is Anthony doing the whole thing where they're all on their KO die?
Sometimes I do. I didn't do that with it.
All right.
I'm bothering the OCD of Tony.
Yeah, for real.
Opening up pack.
Because I like to put them on the first click.
Yeah,
I do
like
too.
to put them on the KO.
Only for displaying and photo
Yeah.
purposes, but yeah. Wow, that was only one, huh? I forgot we had another one.
We got 4 more to go.
Wow. Okay, we're doing it, guys. We're doing it.
What's that? Oh, that's Dr. Fate over there.
And we got both Amazos. Yes.
We also have Injustice Superman there.
Oh, and we got the Green Arrow team up card. Yes. Yeah, we did get Injustice Superman. or I'm sorry, Justice Lord.
Lord Superman. I love.
How many
Justice
amazes
Lord
are there? Only
Superman.
two.
There's two, and this is the common one, which is the best common that they've ever created. I'll explain him first, and then we have only a rare. He's not like a super rare, but he's the rare Amazo, which is also very good. We'll save him for last. We have Green Arrow, which is everybody's favorite guy to either love or hate. You know, he's just always respect for Green Arrow. Green Arrow is like the guy who always kind of sets the Justice League straight because he'll never like lean one way all the way. He helps them see from another perspective.
Oliver Queen's always been known to do that. Well, I always remember
Oliver Queen is a bit of a socialist.
Yeah, I always remember that one comic panel of him like just flicking a peanut into somebody's eye from Injustice.
Yes.
I always thought that was funny.
All right. First character I'm going to cover is Amazo. These other ones are also good, and it's stuff we don't have yet, so I love it.
Oh, this one's like a pamphlet. Oh,
yeah,
damn.
It opens up because the rest of his powers are on the inside.
Jeez.
All right, so Amazo. Amazo doesn't have any powers. He doesn't have charge, running shot, any of those powers, but this is why. He has two traits. First one, power adaptation. At the beginning of your turn, you may choose a character within 4 squares in line of fire and up to 2 standard powers that character can use. If Amazo is 100 or 125 points, you can choose 3 standard powers instead. Amazo can use those chosen powers and has the printed range value of the chosen character until he chooses again. He copies them. He chooses 2 or 3 characters if he's 100 or 125 points, and he copies them.
I love him already.
He can,
that's great.
he can have their printed range. He can get their charge. He can get their super strength. He can get their combat reflexes, invincibility, whatever he wants. He has it now. And he has those powers until he chooses again. It's not like until your next turn. He has those powers until he wants new powers. His second trait is invincible android body. I love it. Amazo takes a maximum of 1 damage when attacked by a character that can use a power other than willpower that Amazo can use. Now, here's the downside. He can't be healed. He can't be equipped with items, and he cannot be chosen for mastermind. So you can't like mastermind damage to him. But
that's all right.
125 points, he has 9 clicks, and he starts with a 10 movement, 12 attack, 19 defense, and 4 damage.
That is one hell of a combo.
God.
He is the best common they have ever made in this game, ever. There is not a better common, and you can argue with me and say, oh no, I know a better one. There is not a better one. He is the best common, and he will be meta. This guy is going to be seen in standard play, and he's going to make people very upset because this guy is powerful.
And it's a common character.
So
Yeah.
everybody's got him. If you got a brick, you probably have him. Everybody's going to be running around with their Amazo. This is the new guy. If he doesn't get... They didn't make him too broken, so I'll be surprised if they nerf him. But if they do nerf him, I wouldn't be surprised. He's just too darn good.
I love the fact you're sitting there going on and on how amazing and great he is. He's like, he's not too powerful. Like,
No,
He's not imbalanced.
Right. He's
he's balanced.
Right.
Yeah, I'm just saying the shift in wording.
What teams does he have?
He has Justice League, so he would be a great friend of Lex Luthor and his squad.
Yeah.
Project Cadmus, because that's another project that Cadmus was working on, was Amazo. And Robot.
Him and Amanda Waller.
Mm-hmm. Now, this guy can be played at 125 points, 100 points, 75 points, which is probably the point value he'll see the most play at, and then 40 points. And at 40 points, he still has 3 clicks, only taking a maximum of 1 damage. Like, if a character is attacking him that can use a power other than willpower. That's amazing.
Everything but willpower, he'd only take 1 damage.
Gosh, that's amazing. This dude is insane.
I think we've set out the characters everybody's like looking towards. Seems like you're looking towards Supergirl. I'm looking at Static. He's looking at
yes,
Amazo.
give me Amazo, please.
Well, no, we're not going to do that. But still.
Well, he's going to be the first one I draw. This is going to be the first pick. Amazo, first pick.
If you get the first pick.
Okay, well then Supergirl.
We all have a character that the other one can take. You'll screw us over, man.
I think we might add a rule where we can all pick at least one that nobody else can get, and he's mine. But we'll see where it goes. So I could go on and on about Mazo for a while, but we have other things to
I want
cover.
to hear about Dr. Fate, how he plays in this.
He plays pretty cool. This is a pretty cool Dr. Fate. You can play him at 65 points. And what he does is he can create duplicates. So during force construction, you may only add Dr. Fate for 10 points if you also have a Dr. Fate at 65 points on your starting dial. For all characters with this trait, if you have 2 to 4 characters named Dr. Fate on your force, your action total is +1. So normally you get 3 actions in a 100-point game. He gives you an extra action if you have at least 2 to 4 Dr. Fates. Now, if you have 5 or more, you get 2 more actions. So, Dr. Fate. Wow, that is great. So, basically, you pay 65 points to play the main one, and then you play 10 points for all the other ones that you want to play also. So you can play up to like 5 Dr. Fates. You can play a whole team of Dr. Fates if you wanted to. But the ones that are 10 points only have 1 click. But the ones that have only 1 click, they got a 10 attack, a 3 damage. They have telekinesis, so they can all use telekinesis. They have enhancement, so they can increase the damage of each other for range attacks. And they have Mystic's team ability. So if you attack them, you're going to take 1 penetrating damage.
Just for attacking or a successful attack?
It has to be a successful attack. So even if you knock him out, he can still have the last laugh and deal you 1 penetrating damage.
That's for 10 points.
That's for 10 points. Each one of them can do that, and the main one can do it.
It's like that achievement in Call of Duty. What is it called when you throw a grenade?
Oh,
and
martyrdom.
Yeah,
It's like martyrdom. Exactly. The power that they had to like take out of Call of Duty and put back in a different way.
No, they eliminated that a long time ago.
Yeah. Everybody hated martyrdom. And he also has his Justice League Unlimited trait. So each one of them can roll that trait for each other.
Beautiful.
That's amazing. They can take action tokens off each other. He doesn't have willpower, but I will forgive that for all the other stuff he can bring.
Yeah.
So I hope we get more Dr. Fates. I definitely hope we get more Dr. Fates. Here you go, man.
So far, I'm not seeing any doubles.
No.
We have 1 double, maybe?
Yeah, 1 double with the Lex Luthor, the Flash one, but otherwise not too bad.
Let's talk about my boy.
All right, so
Justice Lord, Superman.
Superman. You can play him at 95 points or 10 points. The 10 points is technically a robot. So, this Justice Lord Superman, he has the Justice Lord trait. When he deals damage, the character who took the damage will also take 1 additional unavoidable damage. And if it doesn't KO them, then they heal 1 click. So he shortens a person's dial by 1. I love that. Now he has the power to lobotomize. We talked about that.
Yeah.
If you play him at 95 points, he can use lobotomize as a free action. Once per game, you can make a range attack that deals penetrating damage. He has a 4 range. So normally what I would do is kind of put him like somewhere where right before he attacks, he can use lobotomize, and then he can run up and then attack. It's really good if you want to try to take down 1 big guy. And then you can play him at 10 points where he's a robot, and it's called applesauce. Because the reason why it's called that is in that same episode when they were in Arkham, the Joker actually he summons like all of these Superman robots because they didn't say the right password. Actually, they did say the right password, but Hawkgirl was supposed to say it, and instead it was Martian Manhunter because he read the Joker's mind. So he activated the switch, and all of these Superman robots come out. And like they started saying these errors because they were beating the crap out of them, and they started saying like applesauce, or some random.
Why was it that?
Or no, applesauce I think was actually the keyword, but Martian Manhunter was the one who said it.
So why was that hawk girl had to say? What was her connection to the Joker with that?
Well, it was supposed to be like it was a fail safe if somebody came in and tried to break out like the people in Arkham or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. It was weird, but it was not bad. It's a throwback to that. So during force construction, Superman gains the Justice Lord and robot keywords and loses all other keywords. So he's still a Justice Lord. He doesn't have the trait though. Actually, wait, for 10 points. Yeah, actually he still does have the trait. So you can play him at 10 points and he still has the Justice Lord trait. Oof, that is nasty. But then he gains a robot keyword. So he's a robot. So you can play him on a robot team with Amazo. You can play 30 10-point Supermans if you want to, if you have enough of them. Oh, that's funny. That's cool though.
It's really cool.
Nice little throwback. Oh, good old Justice Lord Superman.
And what's his rarity?
He's uncommon.
I like that. I like the Justice Lord Superman and Batman.
Yeah, they're pretty dope.
Here we got Green Arrow. So he's got a trait called, "This team thing is new to me. I usually work alone." Green Arrow modifies his damage +1 when making range attacks. That's great.
That's really good. What's the damage at normally?
It's at a 2. Okay, so he definitely needs that. It encourages you to make his range attacks. But this next part of it is when making range attacks, he modifies his range +2 if he's not within 4 squares of another friendly character. Ooh, useful. His other trait is an arrow for every situation. So this guy is rich like Batman. So he's got all these gadgets and stuff. Green Arrow can use his displayed attack power as a free action. So what that does is he can do 2 attacks per turn. He can do it once for free and once as a paid action. Double shots. Very nice. That's useful. And he has willpower all the way through. So he can do like 2 turns in a row attacking. He's got running shot on top dial, then he has sidestep and then running shot again. 11 attack, 10 for the rest for his attacks. 2 damage. So as long as he's doing range attacks, he'll do 3 damage. He's only 40 points.
Those double, that's pretty good for 40 points. Those double-digit attacks are important.
Mm-hmm.
Once you hit the 9 and 8 range, it's hard to get a hit in.
Yeah, it is. But for 40 points, never going below a 10 is fantastic. Yeah. Now, Green Arrow also came with his team-up card. It's a team-up Wonder Woman. So as long as Wonder Woman is on the board too, it could be any Wonder Woman. It doesn't have to be this set's Wonder Woman. Green Arrow can use Empower, and opposing effects can't modify Green Arrow's combat values. So opposing characters can't drop his values down. And he can use Empower, so he can make another friendly character's damage go up a little bit.
So he would be immune to perplex.
Yes.
I mean, if they're trying to bring it down, but his teammates could bring him up.
Right, because it says opposing effects, so it's only enemy. Now this is the rare Amazo. He's really good. I mean, he's got 10 clicks, but you play him at 290 points. This guy is your team. But for 290 points, he's got a 12 movement, a 12 attack, and a 20 defense.
Jeez. And
a 4 damage with perplex, so you can make that a 5, or you can make his defense a 21.
So I see what's his team traits?
He's a Justice League Amazo.
Oh, he is Justice.
So on Justice League Unlimited, when Amazo made a second appearance, he was teaming up with Dr. Fate and he gained like these cosmic abilities as well. And he was actually a friendly character to the Justice League. But he does have a weakness to magic or chaos magic, and that's what the trait says. Weakness to chaos magic. So Amazo has protected outwit. You can't outwit any of his powers, except from characters that are higher points than him, which good luck with his 290 points, or characters that have the mystical keyword. Characters with the mystical keyword modify damage +1 when attacking only Amazo. There's a lot of mystical characters in this game, so he's going to run into some problems against mystical people, but it's not that bad. But they can outwit him.
So we get an Amazo 290 points with a 10-point Dr. Fate.
Yeah. Well, actually, you can only play the 10-point Dr. Fate if you have a 65-point one.
So you could do
Justice Lord
Superman,
Robot.
yeah.
Yeah, Justice Lord Robot Superman and Amazo. You can put them on the team. Now,
They would get the robot keyword too,
Yeah.
wouldn't they? Yeah.
and his other trait is cosmically evolved power adaptation. At the beginning of your turn, or after resolutions when Amazo takes damage, you can choose a standard power that a character within range and line of fire can use. So he can copy powers, even friendlies. Amazo can use the chosen power until he chooses again. If Amazo is 290 points, you may choose an additional character and another standard power. So you can play him at 150, which gives him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 clicks. That's not bad. It's not like amazing, but for his free stuff, it's meh.
Yeah.
But the common one, he trumps this guy. But at 290, this guy is, I would play him in a sealed tournament for sure. Like if you're just drawing boosters and you're playing against stuff from this set, I'd play him at 290. And I think he would do all right.
He would play him by himself?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I don't know, I have a hard time playing just that one character with 2 actions.
Now, can I see the other Amazo card really quick?
Yeah.
There's something I didn't check. I wanted to see if he could copy powers from friendly characters. Yes, you can. It says you may choose a character. It doesn't say an opposing character.
Those words are very important.
Yeah.
So that means if you have the right team built with him, with powers that you want, he can take the powers from your friendlies, and he's just this giant monster. So that's going to make the common Amazo, he is definitely meta. Imagine him on the same team as Franklin Von Doom. Now, he can't copy this, his special powers, but he can copy his high range, have a range of 9, and he can copy someone else's running shot, someone else's penetrating psychic blast.
So
Boom.
he can copy an ability straight down the dial, you mean? Like somebody's power, somebody's movement, somebody's
He can't
defense.
copy those, but it does say he can copy range and powers.
Oh,
And he's actually got decent stats on his own.
Yeah.
That 19 defense, that 12 attack, that 4 damage all the way through, except for his last 4 where he has 3 damage. He's fantastic. At 125 is his highest value. Whiz Kids, you outdid yourself. That is an amazing Amazo. He's Amazo.
All right, let's see what we get.
Alrighty. So that's it for this one.
Yep, that is.
So we'll see you for the next one, guys.
Take care.